It's the second elimination for the 2004 $1 million Meadowlands pace. The purse here, $50,000. Here they come. They're off. A leader by Emma is off stride after trying to leave out of there. Leader by Emma made a break. Pan Pacific Flight. Brandon's Cowboy and Metropolitan guns the rail with Campbell, the heavy favorite here. It's Metropolitan right to the top, skimming the cones around the first turn. Brandon's Cowboy slips in behind him, and a Pan Pacific Flight surges up third on the outside as they head to the opening quarter. Santastic's Pan fourth on the inside, saving ground, with Grissini fifth on the inside. They're roughly gated. Pan Pacific Flight off stride. Pan Pacific Flight is on a break now. So Gear to Gear assumes the fifth position, and Pierce is going to move up with him. Then it's leader Bayama who made that early break and still off stride. Pan Pacific Flight 27 for the first marker. Metropolitan, and here is Gear to Gear, and he is in gear and gunning up on the outside and taking charge with Pierce. So it's Gear to Gear leading the way as they head towards the half mile. Metropolitan now back in the second spot. Brandon's Cowboy rides the cones in third. 2 lengths to Santastic's Pan fourth. And then it's Grissini fifth. Leader Bayama sixth, and far back Pan Pacific Flight 54 and 2/5, 27-2 second quarter. Gear to Gear, and Pierce raiding along that far turn with Brandon's Cowboy. The Berries Creek winner attacking first over with Dubé. So Metropolitan locked in the box as they approach three quarters. Santastic's Pan is gapping his cover second over, under urging fourth. Locked in now is Grissini fifth. Then leader Bayama trying to catch the field. It's Gear to Gear, and Brandon's Cowboy is taking it to him, and Campbell slips out there with Metropolitan 122 and 2 into the stretch drive now. Gear to Gear on the inside. Pierce looking for another upset. He is rebuffed. Brandon's Cowboy's bid here is Metropolitan steamrolling up on the outside. Grissini towards the rail. Metropolitan getting to Gear, but he's digging in. Gear to Gear almost there. Pierce getting more out of Gear to Gear, and it's Pierce again. Gear to Gear upsets here 19-1. Metropolitan, then Brandon's Cowboy, and Grissini 149 and 4. Here is the order of finish. The rundown for the third race is 2, 3, 5, 4, 1, 6, 7. Third race order of finish. Top down is 2, 3, 5, 4, 1, 6, 7. 149 and 4 for 5 Gear to Gear. A 3-year-old bay colt from Grin from Ear to Ear, out of Pole Sitter by Jade Lobel, owned by the Perfect World Enterprises of Old Westbury, New York. The trainer Paul Reed, and that's back-to-back pace elimination upsets for Ron Pierce, who won the 1997 edition with Dream Away. Second win of the season for Gear to Gear, and a career best mile, 149 and 4/5. Bob Hollywood Hayden, trackside in the winner's circle with the post-race
How do you feel before the race?
interviews.
And take us to the first part of the race.
Well, he felt great in the score down. Last week, we put a good schooling mile into him, so Paul and I, we knew what we had coming into the race, and I would have been content just to follow along, but as soon as they started coming back to us a little bit down the backstretch, a colt kind of just tipped himself out, and we just set sail, got to the top easy, and kind of put the brakes on 1 and 28 seconds there that third quarter, and then I chased him a little bit on the end of it.
You surprised that he held off Brandon's Cowboy and Metropolitan?
No, not at all. Not at all, because of that schooling mile last, I guess it was a week ago today, or Friday, he paced 1 and 24 and 4. So we kind of kept that to ourselves.
Yeah, I know we knew that one, but tell us a little bit about Marchand's coming up. Is that going to be a Pierce trio coming up, a sweep?
Well, I'd like to think so. I could sure use the money. We'll see what happens.
Okay, Ron Pierce, thanks very much. Paul Reed, you told me you've had Gear to Gear 3 weeks. Tell us what you first thought when you got him and what's happened in those 3 weeks.
Oh, I knew he was a nice horse when they sent him back down from Canada. The owner, David Brooks, had told me he was a nice colt, and see what I could do to get him ready for the pace. So that's what we set out to do.
Grin from Ear to Ear is making a big impact.
Yes, he is. I also have some nice 2-year-olds by him. So yeah, I like him a lot right now.
What about the week he had coming into this, and how does this next week? Is there any changes, or what, are you going to do anything different?
No, I kind of like the way he raced tonight. I think if we can keep him same kind of schedule, I'll be happy with it.
On natural ability, he looks like he's pretty high on the list, isn't he?
Yes, yeah, definitely.
What's this moment like for you entering your first Meadowlands Pace final?
This is great. Unbelievable.
What would be your biggest race you've been in up until this point?
Well, when I worked for Stanley Dancer, you know, we went to Houghton and Trotton Derby. So, I mean, been around a while, so but it's nice to be doing it for yourself.
Got a fun week coming up.
Yes, I do.
Okay, Paul Reed, congratulations, Perfect World, and Ron Pierce. They've done it here, 19-1, gear to gear.